What comes to your mind when you think of the Universal Championship? Do you think history? Do you think legendary? Or maybe it's cursed? Me personally, I do think the Universal Championship was very much cursed, with the only good reign being Roman Reigns in the end. And this isn't me just hopping on the Roman Reigns bandwagon train. This is me literally saying Roman Reigns' Universal title reign was the only good one. I mean, you could argue that Brock Lesnar's reign was good, but was it really? But I can't exactly prove that if I don't speak about it. Each title reign from 2016 to 2023, we're going to review the cursed history of the WWE Universal Championship. But before we get into all that, I would like you to hit that like button and subscribe so you can get more content like this on your feed. Do you like to have fun? Hell yeah. And are you a dad? Hell yeah. Can you make a track? Hell yeah. Your wife, is she a bad one? WWE was ushering in a new era, implementing the brand split, in which we haven't seen a brand split in quite some time until then. At the time, Dean Ambrose was WWE champion because he recently cashed in his Money in the Bank at Money in the Bank in a match against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, which actually saw Seth Rollins win the title off of Roman, but Dean Ambrose cashed in right after. So afterwards, they had a match at Battleground with Roman Reigns taking on Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose for the WWE Championship because Dean Ambrose was drafted to SmackDown while Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins were drafted to Raw, and Raw would be without a world championship if Dean Ambrose was to walk away with the win. The stakes were high in this match, and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns' jobs were even threatened at the time by Stephanie McMahon. But in the end, Dean Ambrose still came out with the win, allowing SmackDown Live to keep their WWE Championship. So for the first time, the flagship show Monday Night Raw was without a world championship. So what did they do? Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon came up with the idea to usher in a new championship called the Universal Championship. And once they unveiled the championship, well, it was pretty much a red version of the WWE Championship, with the crowd instantly hated and booed and chanted that belt is ugly, and everything about this presentation was just horrible, and this championship was pretty much doomed from the start. But the good part about this is that in the match to crown the new and first Universal Championship, the match was Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, two people who anyone could get behind being a world champion. But unfortunately, in the match, well, this isn't unfortunate. Finn Balor won the match, and he was fresh out of NXT, so he was getting a rocket put on his back. But unfortunately, in the match, he got injured with a separated shoulder from a power bomb spot. So Finn Balor had to vacate the Universal Championship the next night, not even holding the belt for 24 hours. So now Monday Night Raw was without a Universal Champion, and they were without a world champion. So what do they need to do? They need to hurry up, get into scramble mode, and now they need to crown a new Universal Champion. So in the main event of Monday Night Raw, they had a fatal four-way involving Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Big Cass, and Seth Rollins to crown a new Universal Champion. Big Cass was eliminated first, followed by Roman Reigns thanks to Triple H, and then in a twist and turn of events, Triple H turned on Seth Rollins, giving Kevin Owens to win to crown the new Universal Champion. Even though we're off to a rough start with this Universal Championship, it's not all bad because Kevin Owens' title reign wasn't bad at all. It was actually more fun than I remember. He actually had great matches with the likes of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and more. Had a great showing in the Survivor Series match of 2016, and he even had this legendary storyline in pairing with Chris Jericho that was pretty damn good. But all that hype talking about his Universal title run was just ended in straight crap, with Bill Goldberg pinning Kevin Owens in less than a minute to win the Universal Championship, being the third Universal Championship holder. Yeah, because we totally needed to see Big Bill as our world champion on Raw when we're ushering in a new era of younger stars. Yeah, we totally needed that. Thank you, Vince. And then make it so worse, this was just done just to make the WrestleMania match between Goldberg and Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship, and it didn't need the title at all. It could have easily been kept on Kevin Owens to face Chris Jericho. There's really nothing to say about Goldberg's title reign because he won it at Fastlane, and that was like the pay-per-view before WrestleMania at the time. Either that or the pay-per-view before the pay-per-view before WrestleMania. So he held it for like 2-3 months, maybe, if that. And in the match with him and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar defeated Goldberg to win the Universal Championship, becoming the 4th holder. Brock Lesnar is champion, fine, but as long as we don't gotta do this Bill Goldberg nonsense again, right? Right? Something's telling me we're gonna have to come back to that. But anyways, Brock Lesnar proceeded to hold the Universal Championship for 503 freaking days. Like, what the hell was WWE thinking? You're trying to create new stars, usher in a new era, but Brock Lesnar is champion for over a year, almost 2 years. What are we doing here, you guys? Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, all those guys fed to Lesnar. Anyways, after this long 503-day title reign, he was eventually defeated at SummerSlam by Roman Reigns. So pretty much so far, there's a trend going in these title reigns right here. It's mostly people who we don't want to win these. It's people who we want to stay away from the championships. Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, and now the lesser version of Roman Reigns. And not only that, but Roman Reigns' title reign came at the expense of Braun Strowman's Money in the Bank and a cheap Shield reunion just to get the crowd behind Roman Reigns, which we easily saw through. And Roman Reigns' title reign also didn't last too long, as unfortunately he had to vacate it due to leukemia coming back. Well, what do we do now? Now that Raw is without a world champion again, what are they going to do? Well, let's throw Brock Lesnar right back into the mix and have him face Braun Strowman, someone who should have won the WWE Universal Championship a long time ago. Not only did Braun Strowman not win this match, but Baron Corbin is the one who cost him the match in the first place, because I think he was the special guest referee. No, he was the one that was... I don't know, for whatever reason, Baron Corbin was there and was not needed. So here we go. Yet another Brock Lesnar title reign. Let's just hope it's not as long as the first reign, because I literally cannot take